Hey everybody, welcome back. Stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 19th day of March 2023, I'd like to do two things before we head over to JM Bullion and check out where those live spot prices ended the week. Number one, got an auction tonight, Sunday auction, bullion, classic and modern coins, and trading cards. Join us tonight, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific. Hope to see you there. Now, another thing I'd like to do is give a huge shout out and a big thank you to all of our channel members. This would be a lot more challenging without your support. Thank you all very much. Now, over here to JM Bullion, you got to check this out. Gold ended the week at $19.99.51. Incredible, isn't it? Somebody was asking in the live streams, would gold see $2,000 by the end of the week? And does this count, or do they want that 49 cents? Yeah. Now, silver ended the week up 87 cents to 22.87, or up on Friday, up 87 to 22.87. That's incredible. Platinum still under $1,000, but still really close, up $1.88 on Friday. Palladium down 13.02 to 14.67.35. Now, this is the big story right here, folks. Bam, the credit card PayPal payment and on those premiums for the American Silver Eagle. And right now we're looking at $17.50. Look at that, 22.87, 40.37. Yeah, that's incredible. We were almost coming up on $13 for the premiums. And look at us now. Now let's head over here to the United States Mint, and these are the bullion sales, and they are updated every weekday by 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I highlight each one of these, number of coins sold, and when they drop off, that means the Mint has added new numbers. So no new tale to tell there, and we're clearly halfway through the month, more than halfway through indeed. Now, over here to the Google machine, there's something really happening in the nickel market, and if you don't know, well, it's time you probably get with the program, because this is huge for the United States. Nickel is a tremendous metal. All right. It's used in EVs, green technologies, and that transformation, that transition is happening more and more each day. And that just, well, it begs the question, how much of that nickel out there is real nickel? And well, let's face it, folks, we are here in the precious metals market. We talk about precious metals quite a bit. And we also talk about how fake precious metals can be. If you don't weigh it, if you don't verify its contents, its purities, you can get burned pretty badly and for a good bit of money. All right. And let's face it, an education never comes cheap. And we've had some education right here that I'd like to share with you. So here we go. LME's discovery of nickel bags. LME finds bags of stones instead of nickel in metal warehouse. Yikes. Come on. Where's this nickel going? And this is right here, LME rocked by new scandal. All right. And what's the new scandal? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'll show you about that real quick here. So this is the most important part, though. This is the big deal. I mean, yeah, we know that there's fraud and there's fake metals going around, but this, I think, is one of the bigger reasons why. All right. And this is from mining.com, dated March 16th, so it was just 3 days ago. Title of this article, and this is from Reuters actually, EU tags copper and nickel as strategic, but industry wants more. All right, this is huge, folks. And this is all about that green transition, okay? It says European metals sector welcome a move by the EU on Thursday to include copper and nickel as strategic metals for the first time in history, and ensure speedier permits and easier access to capital, but said more could be done to secure supplies, all right? The critical raw, I said craw, by trying to put critical and raw together, Materials Act, CRMA, unveiled by the European Union, adds two major industrial metals, right? Industrial metals, that's huge, folks, or base metals, to a list that had previously focused more on niche minerals, such as cobalt, lithium, and rare earths. Copper is used in renewable energy systems and for wiring in electric vehicles, EVs, while nickel is a major component in many EV batteries. Mining and metals companies, including Sweden's Boliden, cheered EU plans in CRMA to provide streamlined permits and access to financing products pegged as strategic. However, to ensure supply of materials needed for the green transition, other industrial metals such as aluminum should be included, while fair competition with China also needs to be addressed, industry groups and firms said. And here we go. This is the final point here we're going to stick to. It says the VDM Association of German Metal Traders and Recyclers was among those pushing for aluminum and zinc to be included. So, folks, which one of those two metals do we have in our money? And which one of these two metals do we have in our money? Yeah. So I would think that our money, if it's needed for this transition to green, well, I would think that they're going to be phasing out more rapidly or more sooner than later. Now let's keep on keeping on. This is the Financial Times, and I don't need that a little up there. This is here is LME finds bags of stones instead of nickel in metal warehouse. Folks, if they're willing to do this to each other at this level, would they do that to the little guys, right? Discovery of fake consignment comes weeks after Trafigura unearthed 500 million in nickel fraud. Yeah, I'll get to that in a second here. That was huge. All right. It says here the London Metal Exchange, that's LME, has found bags full of stones at one of its warehouses instead of the nickel they were supposed to contain in the latest drama to hit the scandal-stricken metals market. Scandal-stricken metals market. Yikes. Yeah, that's right. I believe so. Do you remember when those when nickel hit that all-time high about a year ago? Almost to the month, I guess. That was incredible. Now, the exchange said in a notice to the market on Friday that it had received information that a number of physical nickel shipments, a number of them, out of one specific facility. And really, did they test all the facilities? Did they check all the bags everywhere? Because if I was in charge, I'd probably be like, well, if it happened at one, it's the cockroach theory. If you see one, there could be more, right? Now, it says here, one facility of an LME licensed warehouse operator have been subject to such irregularities. The supposed nickel consignments were actually filled with stone, said a person familiar with the matter. Yikes! That's brutal. That is absolutely brutal, folks. It's just, like I said, and it gives us, the people here in this hobby, in this community, I would think more focus, more drive to keep an eye, especially now that times are getting a little bit tough economically, to focus on purity, to focus on weight. Focus on those two things, folks, and educate yourself. And don't be lazy, all right? Don't just assume what you've got is the real deal, all right? That's huge. It really is. Now let's keep on keeping on. This is the other story. This is out of Reuters, all right? Trafigura paid for nickel without verifying its authenticity. That's part of court documents, it says there, all right? And there you go. This is from March 6th, all right? Clearly, almost 2 weeks ago here. And this by Pratima Desai. And it says, Trafigura paid companies connected to Indian businessman Pratik Gupta for nickel that it did not match contract specifications or come with documents verifying its authenticity. Affidavits filled by the commodity trader to a London court showed. Metal industry sources say it's unusual to pay for material without valid documents, particularly given the large amounts of nickel involved in the transaction between the companies, all right? Yeah, why would they do that? Think about that. That is odd, right? Why would they be okay with that? They were desperate to have it, right? I think that's what it is. And I think a lot of manufacturers and green companies are desperate to have these base metals. And really, should we be calling copper, nickel, aluminum, and zinc base metals anymore? Or should we be calling them green metals? I think we should call them green metals because, let's face it, they're not basic metals anymore. They're really not. They are the advanced metals for a new age, I think, anyway. Now, let's head over here to the plus ones. Bam! This is Proverbs 3:13. And it says, praiseworthy is a person who has found wisdom, a person who can derive understanding from it. And I think that if you just want to, I guess, sum it all up, put an asterisk next to it, what it means is that wisdom, okay, is an accumulation of facts, okay? It is the first place we must access to find understanding. It's a place where deriving new knowledge through clear comprehension of information. It is the first thing, oh, look at that, look at that, first thing we should ask for when we wake up. Yeah, let me do that again, because that was so exciting. And I don't even think, I type fast sometimes and I don't even know what I'm doing. Here, let's start over. Wisdom is an accumulation of facts. It is the first place we must access to find understanding. Deriving new knowledge through clear comprehension of information. It is the first thing we should ask for when we wake up in the morning. Absolutely. And did you notice how you were able to understand what that word said and what that word said? No problem. Boy, our brains are super powerful, aren't they? Now let's head over here to, bam, this is the final thing, 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is Phil Collins, folks, In the Air Tonight. And if you know a little bit about the lyrics on this song, well, I want to just dedicate this to all the silver stackers out there, right? Who've been, who may be feeling it in the air tonight. You see what I'm saying? Who knows? I think I can feel it in the air tonight. Yeah. Anyway, let's head over here back to the homepage. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. And do please consider becoming a member. It's $1.99 a month. That's less than, I think, 7 cents a day out of 31 days in a month, and it would sure help support this channel and all the awesome content that you love and watch every single day. Stacker out.